Hey guys. So the other day I was talking about nostalgic things like cooking shows I used to watch, and this is one of those things that comes up in my mind sometimes for nostalgia. But Mavis Beacon. You guys remember this? This was like a typing uh game program. I think this was in middle school for me. I think it was like my first year of middle school. So it was like, 7th grade and yeah. So we would sit there in the computer lab, and it was just this game where you'd learn to type um, different games. There's this one, the ones like this one, the Shark Attack. You can see down here you had to type all that, but I remember this one vividly. And if you get it wrong, you can see that you get like splattered against your, you know, window there. This one, same thing. You get it wrong, you get splatters on the window. Checkout. It's just, food goes down, and then you got to type in the price and all that. And, we're not the price, but the number, a number. Gumball Gambit. I don't think I ever played this one, actually. Actually, no, I think I did. It's just one of those ones I didn't really like that much. Um, Chameleon Picnic. Yeah, this was another one. So you type it, and every time you get it right, boom, boom, boom. So pretty simple. Space Junk. It was kind of like asteroid type game where you see you've got stuff coming down, you type it, shoots. So it was pretty cool. You can't see it, but like right around this area, actually have health and all that. You got words per minute. So it was pretty fun. Like I said, it's like an asteroid type thing where you stay in one spot, you get stuff flying towards you, you gotta shoot it down with the you have to kill it with words. Um Creature Lab was pretty cool. Um so you do these and it combines, and I think at the end it like makes like a weird looking creature. So it's not like all gonna be the moose or something or the butterfly. Um it's gonna be like a mix. Sometimes you get a mixture. It was really fun. Um, this is the one I remember. The one with this freaking penguin having to get to the other side with the little shift in the moving ice, and it. Good job. Are you ready for the next lesson? Your accuracy was 95% and your typing speed was 31 words per minute. You made 4 errors in this lesson, so your adjusted speed was 30. Hmm. But yeah, Mavis Beacon. Uh, like I said, this was like 6th grade or 7th grade. Was it in middle school or was it elementary? I can't remember. I think it was middle school. Pretty sure. I remember 6th grade. The 6th grade was in the elementary school. And I don't think, no, I don't believe, I think this was middle school. Yeah. But we went to the computer lab and this is what we did. So it was pretty fun. Uh, but yeah, they just wanted, because, computers, this was the early 2000s. So, computers were becoming a bigger and bigger deal. They were in more households. And so they, pretty much figured everyone should be kind of efficient in least typing. Um, and then there was like games when I was a kid that I would play, and I'll try to find like one of them. I'll try to find. Actually, I'll probably just have them all in tabs, and uh, so some of them are like learning games, some of them are just fun games. But hang on, let me bring them all up. All right, so this was one I was doing when I was a kid because I suck at math. This was Math Blaster 9 through 12. It was pretty fun. So you had different things, you land on this. I think you were, if I remember, you uh jumped on it and you had to solve the problem, make your way. Stuff like that. Um and then you had stuff like this. Where was it? There was another game that was pretty iconic for me, that I remember. Oh, there's this one with the gems and so this one was like for like probability and stuff like that. That how uh one of the monkeys could only be done so many ways. The probability and the amount of ways that you know like you take this monkey and many combinations and stuff like that. Um, you have this one. This was the part I always remembered. The kind of like the little puzzle maze dungeon kind of thing where you had to. I always remember that part. Um, there was this, where you kind of had to put in the you'd have, as you can see, like stuff laid out, and you'd have to put it in the right, uh, you know, have the problem come out the way it should. Some of them were, they got, the more you went on, the harder they got. But yeah, it was a pretty cool game. It had these animated cutscenes and stuff like that. And yeah, we have fractions, which I've really never had to use. Apart from baking things, I never have to use fractions. You'll bake something, it'll be like 2 1/4 cup, or you know. But when it comes to like liquids and stuff, I always put in less anyway because I don't like when things are super liquidy. So I always put in just a little less. But there was that. This was one we all played. This was Big Thinkers. I think we got this when uh my younger brother was in kindergarten and stuff. Now these are all two all powerful beings. They can manipulate time and space. They can shapeshift. They can manipulate matter. Uh, you know, and yeah, just simple little games like this one. Just put everything in the correct order. Um, Stuff like that. Had a little the world overworld map type thing. Have him going through a maze. But then during the maze, it'll get harder because then there's like stuff in the way. You got to find a way around it. Like right here, you've got a chameleon or a monkey. So it's like, okay, it's ants. So we use the chameleon. And then for the bananas, you got the monkey. Um, some games were only allowed a limited amount of, you know, moves. Like the, where is it? Not that one. Where is it? Like these. Because during the game you collect these smart stars and they're different colors, and they're kind of like the fuel for like the last level, where um each one, it's kind of like an ink cartridge almost. um and it keeps, they go down, so it's kind of like your fuel. And if you don't have any of that color, you can't move. So the thing you want to do is go through the whole game and pretty much get every star there is. There's this one where simple trash or recycling. So you see like the cardboard box, you put in the recycling bin. You see a brush, you put that in the garbage. Simple stuff. Um, oh yeah, this, like I said, they have the power of they can manipulate time and space itself. these these people are not human. Um, Oh yeah, this game where you can kind of like, yeah, I remember that one. I mean, see, look at them. They're giving the laws of physics and reality a big middle finger. They're like, we're the gods here. But pretty simple enough game. Um, Spy Cooper or Spy Fox. I was thinking about Sly Cooper, but so this one, Spy Fox in dry cereal. So this part, oh, sometimes you have games, with RNG. This one, so you go down into this cantina, and there's this guy called Mr. Big Pig, and you have to beat him in Go Fish. And sometimes you had no luck at all. I remember one time we were trying to beat this guy, and it's Go Fish. You know, everyone knows how to play Go Fish. It legit took like almost an hour just to beat this guy because we were not getting any cards we needed, and it was annoying because it's like completely RNG. It has no skill or anything. Sometimes you get all the cards that like, you know, like all these, he could easily have all of these. So he says, "Oh, do you have a 7? Okay, 7. Do you have a king? Well, there goes the king." He can have all the cards you have right at that moment, and suddenly you lose. Complete RNG. And it was bull crap. And he's got his assistants and stuff like that. You can see down there, he's got his little pocket, has like things you can use, trinkets and items and whatnot. And these are the cool games where like everything is like interactable. So like this game, Pajama Sam, everything is like interactable. Click on something, like if you click on the screen somewhere, it'll flash or do something. You click on the buttons, they'll make little sounds, or it's really cool. I really like these old school games because they were so interactive. Like I said, even you could click on right there, like the elevator. Even something as simple as that, you click on it and suddenly like you see it going down or going up, or it's just stuff like that. It was so fun. I remember this part. And then there's like one part where you have to like, yeah, I remember that part. Whereas there's like one where you have to well, where is it? I think maybe it's further back. Where you have to like rewire things, and yeah, but it's like, oh, you want to get on the ship. Oh, you're gonna need a letter for them. So then you got to go and talk to this person, get a letter. But then you got to find, trinkets, and then it's like, oh, you got to go play Mr. Big Pig and freaking Go Fish, and you know, all the items you don't just really like. Some of them you just find, but others you have to back and forth multiple times, and it's like every time you play the game, it's not the same. So, like, you go back. Like this machine, each time it might be different. When you go here, when you go to the trinkets, they might be different trinkets. When you go to Mr. Big Pig, he doesn't ask for the same trinket all the time. Um, Sometimes you need to go onto the ship that they down by at the harbor. Sometimes you don't. So it's like a different experience each time, which is really cool. Um, Happy hour, 3 to 5. And same thing, like here, if you click on the volcano, you're gonna get some kind of interaction with it. Um, Click on doors or like this little flag, it's gonna like flap in the breeze or something. It's just so interactive. They were so cool. Um, but oh yeah, the secret sauce. But this guy can go himself. Seriously. If anyone deserved to be turned into bacon, it'd be this asshole right here. Go fish, Mr. Fox. That's a go fish. But yeah, RNG. Sometimes you can get him the first time, and sometimes, like I said, he has all the same cards you have, and since it's like, oh, he goes first, and he's just gonna wipe you out right there. He's like, we're playing a shadow game, Mr. Fox. And he sends you to the shadow realm right then and there. I mean, sometimes it does take longer because you need like 4 of each. But once you get started, very seldom did you get a comeback. But yeah, these, like I said, stuff like this, Pajama Sam, same thing. When you play Pajama Sam, it's not always the same playthrough the entire time. There's different routes you can take. It's pretty fun. And I miss the way these games used to be. But yeah, there's the nostalgia. You know, I was trying to find if I could see. I think they have Spy Fox on Steam. I was like, should I get it? I mean, if that's stuff that you want to see, I'm like, it's a freaking kid, like a kid's game. But obviously, the people recording this are adults. Because sometimes it's easier to go through those games and let people see it, because as an adult, you kind of have a better understanding of how games work compared to a child who might have difficulty or something like that. I mean, this would be the only thing I have difficulty on, because it's like I'm just getting dealt a bad hand here. Like, he's picking up everything he needs. It's like Yugi. It's like he's like manipulating his deck with the heart of the cards or something. It's called cheating. Deal with it. But yeah, just nostalgia. But all this brought up from Mavis Beacon over here. But if you guys are around my age, did you guys use Mavis Beacon when you were? I mean, Mavis Beacon's been around a while. I think it's been around since like 80s or 90s, I think. So if you guys remember using Mavis Beacon, what about the other games? You know, Math Blasters, and not just the one that I'm talking about. There's a whole series of them. There's Reading Masters and stuff like that. But yeah, and if I didn't mention anything that you played, you know, feel free to mention it. You know, because there's a lot of computer games back in the day, and you know, obviously I just pulled up the ones that I remember. So if you played something different, let me know. Anyway, that's gonna do it for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.